W.F. Howes presents an unabridged recording of Consider the Lily by Elizabeth Buchan, narrated by Anna Cordell. Part 1. Daisy, 1929–30. Chapter 1. It began with a wedding in June 1929. Matilda Verrall, who hated waste and anything to do with horses, and who was always known as Matty, stepped from the path across the ironwork bridge over the river and into the south garden of Hinton Dysart. Behind her lay the grassy hump that hid the remains of an earlier Tudor building, a cluster of oak and beech trees, and the pink-red wall that the original Sir Harry Dysart had ordered built around the house and garden to enclose it. In front of Matty was the new house, although that was a comparative term, surrounded by a wilderness of tangled and rampant plant life which threw itself against the house's beautiful walls and sucked life from the wood and stone. Couch grass, nettles, and creeping convolvulus embroidered the terrace under the south-facing windows and the parterre below, in which a few woody-looking roses struggled for survival. On its east wall, a clematis montana throttled a Bobby James rambling rose. Lush and clover-filled, the grass swished up against the trees and through the once-perfect U-circle that sealed off the top lawn from the lower. It was an Eden, an English Eden, from which the magic had been leached through neglect. A spoilt paradise from which hope had trickled away. Matty stood drinking in the scene, a small, well-dressed, nervous figure, chilled by the sight, but not sure why. Perhaps it was the waste. Perhaps there was something in the atmosphere. Or perhaps it was the cool, weed-filled river which reflected the trees in a dappled spectrum which made her shiver. She jumped as a couple of guests, stiff and hot-looking in their outfits, walked over the bridge and stopped beside her. "Just follow the path," said one of the men to Matty, assuming she was lost. "Thank you." Matty shook herself into attention and, treading carefully in her high heels through the blighted garden, did as they suggested. Only 2 hours earlier the cousins had been dressing in the spare bedroom of their hosts, who lived just outside the village of Nether Hinton. Neither Matty nor Daisy had brought a maid down from London, and the Lockhart Fifes had none to spare. "So shocking," said Daisy, who loved to tease, "how one has to make do in the country." One leg crossed over the other.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?